In this part we'll see about the titles, so let's get started. So simply click on this title section and you can select from here. So here there are openers which we'll be using, so I'll just simply drag an opener and place it here. And now let's play and see it once. So okay, the design is perfect. So now I want to edit and replace this title with my titles. So I'll just simply click on this edit option here, and here you can just simply change it. But I would recommend going into the advanced option where you can perfectly do it. So I'll just simply click on advanced, and now you can select any of this title. For example, I'll select this and I'll just type my name here. And I don't want this your present, so I'll just simply remove it. I'll select that and hit delete from here. And now let's play and check out. So I'll explain you all the options here. You can just input a text here. For example, if you need a new text, you can simply click the T plus symbol from here and a text appears here. So you can select it, change the placement, and if you want to change the text, you can just simply double click it and change it to whatever you like. I'm just typing whatever comes in my mind, and you can select the font from here, whichever you want. For example, I'll select this font, and you can change the size from here. You can even type in it. You can add bold, italic, underline. You can make it left align, right align, or center align, even justify it. You can just make the line spacing as well. For instance, I'll just hit enter and I'll type it in a second line. Now if I want to just increase the line height, just select this one and I'll just pull it like this. Now you can see the line height increasing, and here it's the word spacing. You can see, you can change it like this. Here you can see the three tabs. So first of all, we were in customize tab, so let's start with this customize tab. You can align it to the top, bottom, left, or wherever you like. So I'll just align it top, and then in the text fill section you can just select the color, and if you want to fill that image with text or gradient, etc. So we'll see this in a moment. So just select text fill and select the color you want. For example, I want to make it red color, so you can see that it has been changed to red color. And even you can select the effect here, so what kind of text it needs to be appear. For example, I'll change it back to white, and you can see the effects here, type of text. And even you can select the opacity, means the transparency of the text, and how much blur it should be. As well as coming to the text border section, currently it's disabled, so I'll just enable it by checking it here. And now you can add a text border and even select the color of the border, and you can add the transparency, how much you want, and as well as blur, as well as the size of this text border. You can change it here. Coming to the text shadow part, I'll just enable this as well, and you can select the shadow color. So I'll go for black, and now you can adjust the opacity of it, and I'll just increase the blur a bit, distance as well. Now you can see the distance of it. I'll show you this thing here. I'll select this and enable text shadow for this. I have added a black color here, and I'll just increase the distance of this shadow. From here you can select the shadow type, how it should appear, and you can adjust the distance from here. So these were the options in customize. In preset, you could select the preset text here, and that appears there, right? And in animation section, you can select the animation. So you just hover the cursor over it and it shows you the animation. So I'll go for this typewriter thing. I'll just double click it and you can see this applied to it. Even you can select this one and you can double click it. So I'll just click on OK now. So I'll just play it. So we have seen the advanced options. Nearly same options are here. You can even select the font from here, size of the font, bold, italic, and as well as left align, right align, center, and justify, as well as the text section, text color, text space, etc. So I'll hit OK. So you have seen this text. Now if you want to add lower thirds, you simply select the lower thirds and select this option and place it. So these are the lower thirds. You can just simply either click and select this edit option, or else double click on it. It opens. I'll go to the advanced section and simply change the text here, and I can just select this animation here. I'll go for typewriter. So I'll just hit OK, and now let's see. Now we see that there is a problem. The text appears at the beginning and later comes the background. So we need to fix that. We'll again go into the advanced section. So you can see this is the background preset video and this is the text here, title here. So let's scrub through this and see where the background starts appearing. So here the background starts appearing. So I want the text to appear from here. So what I'll do is I'll just come to the starting position of it. When the symbol appears, I'll just pull it till where I want. And now the text starts from here. I'll hit OK. And now let's just play and check out. So this was about title openers and lower thirds. Now let's see how to add credits. So to add credits, here are the end credits. You can even add subtitles here. So we'll see that in a moment. Take these end credits and just simply add it here. And now you know how to change it, right? You need to simply double click on it, click on advanced, and here you can just erase them all and write your own text. So I hope you know this now. So I'll just simply click on cancel and delete this. In the similar way, you can add subtitles, etc. So I'll just simply delete all these. I'll go to media, I'll click on import, and I'll import a video here. And I'll pull this video to the timeline. And now it's asking me that the resolution or the frame rate of the media does not match the current project settings. Do you want to change the project settings to match the So I don't want it to change, so I'll just click on don't change, and I'll just simply go to the titles again and click on the subtitles here, and I'll just simply pull the subtitles and place it here. Now you can see that the video is too long, but the subtitles are ending here itself. So I'll just increase the duration of the subtitles by pulling the end of it, and I'll just double click on this subtitle section and click on advanced. You can see two text lines here, and whichever the text I select, you can see the title track highlight here, right? So if I click on this, you can see that this track is highlighted, and if I click on this, this track is highlighted. For example, I need only a single line, so I'll just simply select this one and hit delete here. Now the video starts here. For example, I just want to say hello here, so I'll just simply change it and type hello, and I want this video to appear till here only, so I'll just move it till there. So now let's just play and check it out, right? And I want another text to appear after it, so I'll just click on this add text here, and I'll move it again there. And I want this text to appear after this, so I'll just pull it till here, and I'll just leave it to text here, but I'll change the text duration by pulling it here. And now let's just test it. And now I want text here, for example, and I want it to begin from this point, so I'll just adjust it, and I want it till here. Now let's check it. So in this way you can add subtitles. So I'll just simply click on OK, and you can see that the subtitles are adjusted. So let's play and check out. You can even add image in a text, so let's check that out. So I'll just simply delete this thing, and I'll add a text here. So I'll go for titles. I'll take anything. For example, I'll go for subtitles itself, and I'll add a subtitle here. I'll just double click it, click on advanced, and then in the text fill section I can add gradient fill as well. So for example, if I select a gradient fill, and I can select two colors here. For example, I'm selecting blue and I'm selecting some red here. So you can see that the gradient has been applied. I'll just simply delete the other track here and increase the size of it and I'll remove some of the text from this. And now you can see that the gradient has been applied on it, and I'll simply change the font to Impact. You can select any font, but I want this specific one, and now you can see the gradients clearly. If you wish to change the gradients again, you can change it again, right? So I want to show you how to add image into this title, so I'll just simply click on Image Fill, and I'll click on this Add Image option here, and I'll select image from this Images folder and select on this. And now you can see that the image has been applied, right? You can even change the opacity as well as the blur, and you can hit on OK. Now let's see how to add an image as a background. For example, let's go to openers again. I'll just take this opener here again. I'll just drag it here. And I don't want this background. Instead, I want my own image to be replaced by it. So I'll just simply click on this advanced option here and simply click the image option here, add image option, and I'll select an image. For example, this one. And now you can see it has appeared. So I'll just change it to fit the full screen here. And now what I can do is I will just simply select this image track, and I'll pull it at the bottom before the title track. And now you can see that the title track is above the image track, and I can change the title color so that it's visible. Can even add border to the title, etc. Right? So in this way you can change the background. But here what I want is, I don't want this text to appear. For example, I'll cancel this. Nope. I'll delete these openers. I'll just simply take some subtitle, or I'll simply take a subtitle here. I'll just pull it here. I'll double click on it. I'll click on advanced, and I'll select an image from here. For example, let's imagine this is my logo. I'll change the size of it. I'll just delete these title tracks, and I want this logo to appear on this video, so I'll just place it there. And whatever the changes you make, you can also save it as a preset so that you can use it later. So as of now, I'll just simply click on this and hit OK, and you can see that the image appears throughout the video. So that's it for this video. Thank you.